Let's go to CBS News congressional correspondent Caitlin Huey-Burns, who joins us now to preview the address from the perspective of the House of Representatives and the Senate. So, Caitlin, you were recently in North Carolina to gauge how ordinary Americans are feeling ahead of tonight's State of the Union. What'd you hear?
Yeah, Vlad, well, the president is going to give his vision and version of events happening in the country and what he hopes will happen in the coming year. But we wanted to find out from voters about how they are assessing the current State of the Union. And Vlad, I was specifically interested in Trump's own supporters to see if they were getting what they voted for, and especially in light of what happened in Minnesota. I've reported on the Trump campaign for a while, as you know, and we saw immigration was center stage. There was wide support for mass deportations, but I was curious about the implementation of the policy and how Trump's own voters were assessing it. And in North Carolina, in a conservative area that I went to outside Charlotte, lots of Trump supporters that we talked to told us that they believe that ICE has gone too far, and they have some concerns about how the administration is implementing the policy. Take a listen to a couple of them.
I was all for the administration policy and then ICE, but then whenever I saw the episode happen in Minnesota, it totally changed my perspective on how they came and killed an innocent woman. People are scared, innocent people are scared, and they shouldn't be. If they're innocent and they're citizens, it's harassment to me.
Anytime you get to the enforcement part of the law, it can get ugly.
If you were to give the president a grade, what would you give him?
I would give him a B+ to A to an A. As far as his policies, I don't have a problem with them. To me, they seem to be working. I mean, we needed a change.
Now that man that you heard from also told me that he would like the president to stop the personal attacks and just focus on policy. But by and large, the impression that I got from voters who supported Trump and who continues to support him told me that they do believe that they feel better off than they did before, but there is lots of room for improvement. A lot of voters told us that they want to keep the focus on the economy, that there's still more work to do to bring prices down, for example. There was also some concern about kind of what we are going to do in terms of foreign policy and the broader implications of potential war. And so you're having supporters of the president maintaining their support of him, but identifying ways that they want to see some changes going forward.
And Caitlin, we know Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger will be delivering the Democratic response. So talk about what we anticipate in terms of the approach or the strategy there.
Yeah, that's right. She was just elected governor last November, the first woman to be elected to governor in the state of Virginia. And, you know, Democrats are doing some soul searching of their own, too. They are preparing for a midterm election and also potentially a presidential election in a couple of years, where they are trying to figure out what their party stands for and who their leaders are and then what they want to be. And so this is going to be one kind of roadmap that Democrats are looking at. Back in that election in November, Spanberger was very focused on economic issues and pressing against the administration on promises that they had made to bring costs down. So we'll see if she sticks to that kind of script, focusing on issues that voters in 2024 said were the top concerns. And this comes as we're heading into primary season, guys. We have a big primary in Texas next week, for example, on the Democratic side and the Republican side. But this comes as Democrats are trying to figure out their path forward. Spanberger will offer her roadmap.
All right. Caitlin Huey-Burns reporting from the Hill for us. Caitlin, thank you very much.
Thanks.